Hello student, today we are going to start with unit 4 of cyber security, that is phishing and identity theft. Here we are going to discuss with phishing and identity theft. We are going to discuss phishing and identity theft. Introduction, the concept of phishing and identity theft, the phishing, identity theft, understanding computer forensics, introduction, historical background of cyber forensics, digital forensic science, the need of for computer forensic, cyber forensics and digital evidence, forensics analysis of email. So let's start with phishing. So phishing, it is it is an art of hacker. What he trying to do, he trying to motivate the victim to enter the relevant details, that might be password, identity credentials, and any relevant information. With the help of that, the hacker are going to use that information and make his make that information for his personal use. Okay, so he will get the financial reward, or he will get, or he will take the benefit for to harass that victim. Okay, so phishing is the act of attempting to acquire information such as username, password, and credit card details as a trustworthy entity in an electronic communication supporting to be from popular social website, auction sites, online payment process, or IT administrator, which are commonly used to lure the unsuspecting public. Phishing emails may contain links to websites that are infected with the malware. The phishing techniques are link manipulation, filter evasion, website forgery, and phone phishing. So this is the example of phishing example, in which any trustworthy bank. So what they are, what hacker are going to use, they are going to use the uh, credential or trademarks of any what we can say that any what we can say that popular website or popular bank or popular what we can say that popular products, and they will send you a particular credential. Yes, dear sir, dear man, you got the opportunity to uh, purchase these things, and just click on these things, click on this link. So thus in this way they are going to trap that person. Okay, so they just use or mimic that person, mimic that website, mimic that product, mimic that organization. Okay, this is another example for the phishing. Now, types of phishing, the there are different way with the help of the phishing which is to be performed. Deceptive, sending a deceptive email in a bulk with a call to action that demand the recipient click on a link. Okay, so deceptive means what? There are number of emails, number of spam email which is to be forwarded on the recipient what we can say that email, and they are trying to motivate that victim to click on that things. Malware based, running a malicious software on the user's machine. Various forms of malware based phishing are keyloggers and screen keyloggers, session hijackers, web trojan horse, and data theft. Another way is DNS base. So what here hacker do, here they are going to use the domain or change, or what we can say the alter or inject the domain of the website. So phishing that interfere with the integrity of the lookup process for a domain name. Forms of DNS based phishing are host file poisoning, polluting user DNS cache, proxy server compromise. Man in the middle phishing. Man in the middle phishing, in which the fisher attacker which are available between the user and the legitimate website. Okay. Another way is content injection, inserting malicious content into the legitimate site. There are different ways with the help of that content injection which is to be performed, that are hacker can compromise a server through a security vulnerability and replace or augment the legitimate content with malicious content. Malicious content can be inserted into a site through a cross-site scripting vulnerability. Malicious action can be performed on a site through a SQL injection vulnerability. So these are the things which are related to the phishing and the types of phishing. In next, we are going to discuss causes of phishing. Thank you.